Welcome back to Autism Live. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome back to the show Dina Kimmel. When we talk about sisters in the journey, right? This is one of my sisters. Dina is the founder of the We Rock the Spectrum kids gyms, but that's like, so that makes the sentence so small, and yet it's such a big thing because you're international.
You're very nice.
In so many places. These are magical places where our kids can go and see, I'm going to get weepy. Our kids can go and have the very best time, work out their yayas, get the physical piece together, but also get the social piece together. It's a place for the moms to go. Every time I go, I was there the other night decorating for this event that we're going to talk about in a second, and there were a bunch of moms that were sitting there and they were having conversations at the counter while the kids were talking and playing, and I just thought, what a gift! What a gift!
It's community. It's building a community.
But it's so much more than that because they get that physical piece that they need so that our kids don't get behind, because they can and do if they don't get that. And there's a place indoors. It was pouring rain here in Los Angeles, and so the kids were still being physical. They were having that interaction. They were having a blast, and I thought, what a gift this place is. What a gift you are to our community and to the world. And I'm so lucky because once a year I get to play in her sandbox with her for a hot minute because you so graciously host us for the Sensitive Santa. We do that in conjunction with you. And that is happening tonight and tomorrow night and Saturday at the corporate flagship location in Tarzana, California. It's on Krebs Avenue for those of you who are local. We still have some tickets, unbelievably, because we expanded it. Before we only, as you know, did it one day. And Dina would always say to me, why do you do all this work for one day, Shannon? What is up with that? And so I said, all right, let's do it 3 days. Let's see what this is. But so we have more tickets than we've ever had before, and it's free. People, tell them about what happens when they come, because you love this event.
Oh gosh, well first of all, my whole family looks forward to it every year because again, as we talk about, we're autism mommies first and foremost, and thank you so much for your general introduction because you are, seriously, I look up to you in so many ways, and you and I argue about that now.
Because I am significantly older than you. So you should. Yes.
Well, what I feel like the public, doesn't understand, okay, if you don't have a child on the spectrum, is Santa Claus and going into the mall and taking a photo with Santa. That doesn't exist for us. That doesn't happen. First of all, going to the mall was difficult.
Right.
It isn't anymore, gratefully, but when he was younger and, you have that dream, and I have another child, and we'd go and we'd wait in line, she'd sit on Santa's lap, and the picture, oh my gosh, it was so great. That doesn't happen when you have a child on the spectrum. So gratefully, you, 5 years ago, and no, I hadn't thought about it, this is your creation, had come to me and said, Dina, can we use, your gym? And I thought, oh my God, this sounds fabulous. Well, you blew us away, Shannon. First of all, okay, Santa Claus is just, amazing. But you create this safe sensory environment. You create your little Santa Claus adventure and time, and in a faraway place from other children. So it's this intimate event. You get to sit on Santa's, lap and take a picture, and the parents get to. It's not just about the kids too. It's about the parents feeling like they get to experience that as well. The child, of course, okay, but some of our kiddos, as you know, they don't even understand that part yet, right?
Yeah.
So it's the parents experiencing that, and then they get the present, and then all of a sudden, I remember Gabriel's first time. He was. I don't know if you remember, he was so excited he brought this long list, and there's Mrs. Claus here with this long list. And I said, Gabriel, he goes, no, I need to give it to him. So he was just so thrilled. So in looking back, at all the photos, we do this every year in December, and now, are we going on is it 5th year or 4th year?
See, I said it was the 6th year, but I might be mistaken. Maybe it's the 5th year.
I think it's the 5th year. I don't know. All I know
One
is
of the years you weren't there, you were in Malaysia.
That was 3 years ago.
Yeah,
that was 3 years ago.
So
good memory.
No, I remember because I was like, I need Dina. She's in Malaysia.
And I was so sad because I missed all of it, and Santa's helpers, and just the whole experience, like I said, is something that I would have never, ever been able to experience without you and bringing this amazing event to our gym. And what I'm really proud to tell you is, and I don't think I've shared with you this yet before, is that all the gyms now across the world, we've got now, 80 Is that a good sign when you don't know how many locations that you have?
I think
We've
it's
got
very good.
83 locations,
That's amazing.
and they're all doing Sense of Santa events.
Well, I love that. When people ask, because there's a lot of sensitive Santa events now, and I love that, all over the world, and people ask me what's different about our sensitive Santa event, and I say to them, well, okay, the first biggest thing is that we do it at We Rock the Spectrum kids gym, which means there's no waiting in line ever. And for me, that is the key to everything. And the kids come in, they come in for an hour, and they come in with their siblings, and they play in the gym. And they don't really have a sense of what's happening, they're playing. And then one of our elves, when it's their turn, comes and rounds up their family.
So great.
And brings them to the Santa room, and they get to go in and they have the experience. And sometimes the kids balk and they're like, right? And the mom is always like, no, it's, again, it's not gonna happen, right? And we go, no, it's okay, go play. And then we take the next family in and do whatever, and then we come back, and then we bring them in again, and sometimes it takes the full hour. And there's been at least one time where we went into the parking lot.
Okay, so I was just going to say that the beautiful part about
Yeah.
our event is Santa Claus and you, okay,
Well, Santa's the
and your
best.
elves, and you went to the car that year. I mean,
yeah.
it was incredible.
We'll do
And
whatever.
I think you did it last year also, or. Okay, so last year was incredible, and it's important. I want to make sure all the viewers know that this is for all ages. Okay, so
Yeah.
I might start losing it here and crying, but when I tell you is that we think of special needs and it's just children, but it's not. It's adults. And you remember last year, okay,
Yes.
this group home, and they were anywhere I think from 40 to 65 years old. Oh, okay. So I had an owner visiting, training in from Canada. We still talk about it. I mean,
remember
we were bawling.
Yeah.
Tatiana and myself and, some of my girls from corporate. It was so overwhelming to see their excitement.
Yeah.
And one of the gentlemen was nonverbal, and he comes over to me and he just puts his hand on me like this. And the eye contact,
Yeah, yeah.
I could feel what he was thinking.
Yeah.
And it was one of those squishy balls, and he was so excited. God, do you remember that? It
I
was
totally. In fact, I talked about it on yesterday's show because for me it was a big thing. They call them the massive googly balls from
they're
Imperial
so
Toys,
great.
and we started giving different presents to adults, and they were like, "No, we all want the massive googly ball." There's something that happens that's magic at the event, but I do think that not having to wait in line is the big deal. That is the success. But then the cherry on the top is that everybody gets that toy, and we have great toys donated by great companies, and that there's no cost, and that parents. Don't you find it funny whenever we go into the Santa room, parents will be like, am I allowed to take a picture? And I'm like, oh, take all the pictures you want, hon. This is
know.
your time.
It's so
And they're
great.
like, really? Like, who do I have to pay? And we're like, no, just take the, because it's such the antithetical is what I want to say to the mall, where they rush you in. You paid $36, they take the picture, your child is
You're done.
screaming, and you're done, and you were not allowed to take a picture on your phone. This is the complete antithesis. That's the word I wanted of this. And you get to come in and take as many pictures as you want. It's magical.
And you were saying, which is true, there are a lot of places, which I'm so great, they've come on board and done these Sense of Santa events, but they're not free, Shannon. I mean, you
I
guys,
know.
what you do with
know.
autism-live and card, it's incredible. You offer this for free. It's the best toys. Last year, Gabriel got this $150 robot for crying out loud. I mean, I wish it would clean, but it does everything else in the house.
Right.
It's unbelievable. But also, for viewers out there who don't know what We Rock the Spectrum is, I mean, it's a zip line, it's a trampoline, it's all occupational therapy equipment where their kiddos, if they can't go back right away to sit on Santa's lap, they can get on this equipment, regulate, and then
Exactly.
try again, like you said. So
Exactly, and I do think that that's the secret sauce. At all the card locations now do a sensitive Santa for the clients that they have, where there is a Santa and parents get to come and take the picture, and it's a wonderful thing, and it's very small inside each center. But there they don't wait in line either, because the kids are doing therapy in different rooms and they'll call them out to be with Santa and whatever. But I couldn't do what we do if we didn't have your gym. And I do think it is the secret sauce to our sensitive Santa. And anybody who misses it, well,
Thank
I just
you.
say to you, you've missed out. It really is incredible. The first year that we did it, and like the third family that came in, and you know, I was all like, oh, we got to do this, you know, it's in my head, and you know, which toy, and just not being present. Let's be honest. And but then we got the child up on Santa's lap, and the mom was taking pictures, and then she just erupted like Mount Vesuvius,
I remember.
and was sobbing and hugging us and going, "This, you have no idea." And you and I were saying, "Yes, but we
Yeah.
do."
Exactly.
But we exactly do, and that's why we're doing this. And there's always some moment like that every single year where it's
There is.
just miraculous.
But incredibly, people travel. Okay, so we have owners in Downey, and they're sharing the heck out of the event
Oh,
in
good.
Tarzana.
Good,
People
good, good.
drive hours away to get to
Yes.
this event that you
Yeah.
guys do.
And I want to say, so there are tickets that are still available. You can go on our Facebook page and find the link. But if it goes by the hour, right?
It
So if
does.
the hour that you're trying to log on to is full, each hour has a waiting list. And I tell everybody, be on the waiting list and show up. Thus far, in however many years we've been doing this, and I can't believe we're not sure how many, but in all the years, we have never had to turn down a
Nope.
kid because we couldn't get to the waiting list. People somehow don't show up because things happen. We've always been able to accommodate everybody.
Well,
So
you squeeze everyone in. It's not just people not showing up.
Well,
Somehow the Claus family
it
works it out.
It
Yeah.
works out. So please sign up for waiting list if you can't get in the hour that you want to get in, because we'd love to have you there. And so that's happening. It starts tonight, which I'm a little like,
Yes. Oh, excited.
So it's from 5 to 8 tonight. Tomorrow night it's from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. That's a hard 7 p.m. that we have to be done. And then on Saturday it's from 10 to 3:30. So please make sure that you reserve. Don't just show up. Although you could try that, but please reserve tickets because we're going to go by the people who were registered first, the people on the wait list next. So.
You know what I also want to encourage is bring the whole family.
Oh,
because I
yes.
feel like it's important for the siblings to also see,
Yes.
to see this part. I know for my daughter Sophia, I know you've probably heard me tell this story, how when she was 5 years old and Gabriel was diagnosed, what was her line, and why I started We Rock the Spectrum was, I wish I had autism too, Mommy.
Aww.
I mean, it broke my heart. But I feel like the siblings, again, seeing, their brother or their sister, just, again, feel like they're just, and like another kid, because what do they want to do? They want to feel like they're the same, like they belong, and, have the universal language, which you and I both say, which is fun.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's important. It's important for the whole family to see. I know my husband, literally 2 weeks ago, so when's the Sense of Santa event?
I love
I'm like,
that.
why are you asking me? He said, well, because, I have this run, I want to go to, my husband's a runner, but I want to make sure it's not on the event. I said, well, I know one day it's going to be on a Saturday. Okay, well, I can't go Thursday, Friday, but I'm going to be there Saturday. I mean, really, the whole family, we look forward to it.
I love it.
It's
Well, we look
wonderful.
forward to it too, and I definitely think when you say whole family, I literally am saying to people, whole family, just don't bring the dogs and the
Yeah,
cats, right? Because
exactly.
we don't have room for them in the gym. But a lot of times people bring grandma, and I think it's, as you said, it helps to normalize it for the siblings so that they go, oh look, there's other siblings here, and everybody's doing
Exactly.
okay, and it's all right, and they get a gift too. By the way, everybody gets the gift. All the kids get a gift. And I think sometimes there has to be a perk, right?
Of course.
Because there are things that are not the perk. Like we have to go here because your brother or sister who's on the spectrum has to do this, and it's like, so every once in a while you should get something extra to sort of even it out. And there are events that make it extra, and this is one of those. So they get a free gift.
I love
and they're cool gifts too.
They
And-
are. They are. I don't know how you do it.
Well, this year we kind of outdid ourselves because we had Cindy, and Cindy's like a secret weapon.
I know the gym's
Have you
busting.
seen my office?
I went to I went to We Rock in Tarzana this morning, and I went, holy moly! Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
First of all, it looked beautiful. Okay, it
We're
looks
not
beautiful,
done, but it's getting there.
No,
and have
it's
you seen my office and outside? We still, it's
Unbelievable.
It's Santa's workshop has exploded.
I met someone randomly who said, "Oh yeah, well my wife and I, we have these felt houses, and we donate to autism-live in
That's
your
right.
event." I said, "Wow."
I know exactly what you're talking
Unbelievable.
about. This year they have a felt farm.
They do. They have a felt farm.
That's
I
right.
love that.
It's yes, My Little House and My Little Farm, and
Yeah.
we love them. Created by his wife is a speech and language
speech-
pathologist who invented this wonderful. In fact, we're going to be demoing it. Like I don't know tomorrow maybe.
Oh, I love that. Oh,
So,
great. I wish Gabriel.
My Little Farm, check it out.
But right, I bet
Don't
when,
wish
you know,
had it?
right, I bet when our boys were little, I mean, seriously, if Gabriel had that, oh my gosh.
Right? Absolutely. A wonderful, wonderful. The My Little House we had in the toy guide the last 2 years, and it was like our top toy ever.
Mm-hmm.
And then this year it's the My Little Farm, because we've been saying to them, when are you going to do a spin-off with other categories of things? So now
wow.
it's the My Little Farm.
I didn't even know they were around that long.
Yeah, they've been around for 3 years, I think. So
I love it.
We like them a lot. We even have a thing that we show sometimes from My Little House. We need to
Well,
make
her
a My Little
husband
Farm.
is the big fan, I have to tell you. I love that. Husband and wife. And
we like him a lot.
he's there, you know, promoting, and my wife, and she's the genius. And
Yep,
said to
and
my
she
husband, I went home after we had the demo, okay, I think it was like a month or two ago, I said, I think I need to like show you the video clip of him doing the demo for our ownership, because I hope you talk about me like he talks about his wife. Yeah, it was really sweet.
That's wonderful. Well, they're lovely. So we got like one more minute here. Let's talk just a little bit, because if you're not in the Los Angeles area and you just have been, you know, this whole time going, yeah, you people in LA who have everything, right? The truth of the matter is that how many gyms did you say?
83.
So, and literally now all over the world, if you're not in the Los Angeles area and you're looking for this kind of place, it's very possible that there is already a We Rock where you are. How would they find that out?
So you can go on our franchise site, which is www.wrtsfranchise.com.
Which stands for the WRTS,
Which
stands
is
for
We Rock the Spectrum. Or you can also just go on werockthespectrum.com. What I love about our franchise is there's locations, there's a location page on every single gym's, you know, site. Because again, we're stronger together, okay? We're about helping as many families, you know, as we can, just like you.
Well, and so check it out, see where one is near you, and then go and try it out for just one day. But then once you see that you love it, they have packages where you can buy a bunch of times that you can come to the gym. And sometimes the gyms have different events, like they have movie nights.
New Year's Eve. I can't believe what my gym owners come up with. It's amazing. You know, at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, they do this balloon drop.
Oh my
They make it
gosh.
so incredible.
Oh, that's so cute.
I seriously will start crying. People were posting videos about it and saying, "Oh, are you going to do the New Year's, you know, Eve?" And I couldn't believe it. It's just, it's wonderful, really. Everything that these incredible minds. I mean, Shannon, we have parents, we've got therapists, you know, that are owners. It's beautiful to see everything. So New Year's Eve is a huge thing, also.
So you definitely need to find out what the activities are at the gym that's near you, and you know, plan to go for some of those. There's times there's open play where you can bring your child, and then you're there and you're doing your work or whatever on the counter, and your child is playing in the gym, and you have eyes on them the whole time. There are other events where you can drop your child off
leave.
and you can go shopping or go get your nails done or whatever. And there are lots of families here in Los Angeles, I'm sure you do this other places too, that to have their therapy happen at the gym, where the ABA therapist meets them there and they do the
everything.
therapy
That's what
at the
changed
gym.
Gabriel completely, is when I brought in all the therapy when we first opened, now over 9 years ago, 9.5 years ago, I can't believe it. That's what changed Gabriel, who went from, you know, moderate to severe on the spectrum to where he's at today, which is, you know, where your son is, and we're grateful. But it's hard work to do it.
Oh my gosh.
But having speech therapy, ABA therapy, you know, the social skills classes on that equipment does so much more for our kids.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So check that out. But then if you start to see, if this starts to all make sense to you, or if you see that there isn't one near you and you go, why isn't there one? You have to apply, and they don't take everybody. You got to be the right fit. But they do have a franchise opportunity if you want to open one. And I have always said, and I believe that this is the truth, you know, we did something else. I started a different business that was a turnkey thing when my son was being treated. But if you were I was a couple of years ahead of you. If I had had the opportunity to open a We Rock the Spectrum gym, that's what I would have done, and there would have been no autism-live, because I would be running
Can you imagine you and I together? I mean, that would be, you know, a little scary,
I
right?
think you would hate me by now. But yes, but that's what I would have done, because it would have made sense for me as a mom with a child going through therapy that needed to make a living.
Exactly.
And while he was doing therapy, I would have done that in a heartbeat. I really would have. And I've seen you have some amazing success stories with owners.
It's been phenomenal. Like I said, I didn't think I'd be able to have a job anymore.
And look
No.
at this, right. And so many
Unbelievable.
other families that have said the same thing. And instead of having that thing where you have to go away and you're not able to look at what's happening with your child, they get everything and gain a family because your community comes to your gym. So I put that out there. We have We Rock the Spectrum kidsgym.com up there, but I think it's werockthespectrum.com.
Actually,
isn't it?
it's all of it. It's
all
all
of
of
it.
it.
Okay.
We have all the URLs. We want to make it easy for the public if they can't remember.
That's very nice of you. So join us tonight, tomorrow, or Saturday for the Sensitive Santa event, but definitely check out their website to see the things that are happening near you now and in the future, and participate in it, because I promise you, you will never be sorry. It's such a great place
It's
to be.
amazing what all the owners are doing. I love it.
And the phrase that you have on every gym, share before we leave.
Finally, a place where you never have to say, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If you're a parent out there and you have a child with autism or any other special ability, you know what that means.
Yeah, you absolutely do. It's a gift to all of us.
Thank
you so much. We're
Thank
so
you for doing what
proud
you
to
do.
partner with you on this. So check us out, get your tickets reserved,
Yes.
and then come and see us. And then you can hang out with us.
Yeah.
And we're just a laugh riot. We've kept it nailed down a little
Right?
bit here.
We've toned it
But-
down.
But you'll see, we're a little on the nutty side, and more so when together. So
Maybe I'll be
come
an elf this
and
year.
have fun. Would you?
I will. I'll
All
be
right.
an elf this year.
Okay, so come and see us. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to be back with more Autism Live. Stick with us. Hey, thanks for watching Autism Live. To subscribe, click here. And if you'd like to check out some more of our videos, click here.